Hey guys, another one from the car, but different car this time. We got one that works now. Picked it up today, only $300. Who'd have thunk it? Mainly because it won't pass emissions as it currently stands. But since we're not sticking around in town, I'm not worried about emissions. I just care as it runs. And for the most part, it does. There's a little overheating issue because there's a cracked housing for the one of the coolant pipes or coolant, hoses. But once I can get that fixed, then we should be fine to set on out. And hopefully, I got to get it done by Monday because I got to trip up to Boulder to take care of something. And if I don't get to it, it's going to be all day just getting up there and getting back. But yeah, we'll walk down to AutoZone tomorrow and hopefully we'll solve that issue real quick. And turns out that my little call out in Star Trek magazine regarding the Concordance was Bijo's way of trying to get my attention because he was having trouble getting a hold of me, and it worked. But it's also nice to have your name mentioned in print without it being attached to something like wanted for something. But but I'll tell you what, mainly want to know what do we need for the new Concordance. I'll tell you right now what we need. We need to do up synopses for all the new entries, all the episodes, and there's a couple of movies that come out since then, I think. But it's and again, it's about double the number that are already in there before. Well, not before, but from the 76, it's double the number of entries. So that's why I figured we based on how to do the wheel. Because the wheel has between the animated and the movies, the animated and the original series. Because 79 and 22, it's there's 101 entries in the original, in the 76 Concordance. And when you figure in all of the, other episodes, like the movies, the Next Gen episodes, DS9 episodes, the 2 or 3 Voyagers, and a big chunk of Enterprise, surprisingly. It's just around double that number, around 200 or so. So yeah, that's why I'm figuring 2 wheels. And it's going to be a kit thing. Just attach a couple of pages, you cut it out, put a couple of brads in it, and make your own little guide. I'm still working out the details on that one, but it should be good. And for all the people who want the wheel back, because that wheel is incredibly popular for some reason. But, and also, we're going to need artwork. And that means you guys out there, and we'll let you know when to send it in. But for right now, just start poking some ideas around, And again, we want in black and white, print ready, artwork. Because there's something it's very nice about line art. It's been a hallmark of the Concordance from the very beginning. I want to keep that. And we actually have a bunch of the original artwork that Bijo sent out to me, so I got it on file, and I'm going to be working on a mock-up of it. Problem is, I wonder why I haven't emailed it to you, Bijo, because it's a huge file right now, and it's only half done. It's like almost 25 megs, just with what's there, and a few other sprinklings here and there. Just names. Also, one thing I would like to do is, as far as cast listings, just list the regular and frequent recurring cast in the very beginning and save the listing with each episode for the guest bits, because that'll free up a little space. Because I don't think we need to list Captain Kirk and Will Shatner in every single episode. You already know it. So put the beginning down with it. And there's a few other bits I wouldn't mind putting in there, like the real ratings. Now that these are the Voyages books that come out, I want to go through and compile just what were the actual ratings, and hopefully put a stake to the heart and say it was a low-rated show. No, it wasn't. Original series was not low-rated. It may not have been rated enough to justify the cost, because it's also a thing I want to stab in the heart, that it was a cheap show. It was one of the most expensive shows on television. It wasn't expensive enough. That's the problem. That's why it shows nowadays, as long as they're not running like $1 million an episode. When you adjust for inflation, what the original series was being budgeted for was about $1 million an episode, the equivalent in today's dollars. So, hold on. Ooh, shook the whole world there. All right, so things are proceeding. Hopefully, I'm still hoping by Thanksgiving we'll be in Virginia. if we can get these things situated with the van here. That's our lovely 1999 Nissan Quest minivan. I got a feeling that, the illusion of more space will be, killed rather quickly once we transfer most of the stuff in here. But it does have a luggage rack, so maybe get a good cargo net and put some stuff up top there. But no one got a cold. This day's been beating my butt. Okay, between having to get down there and we had a bit of an issue getting back because it overheated and stalled and the battery wasn't charging up enough. So I'm ready to go to sleep. And it's not even, 5 o'clock yet. The cat's enjoying himself, though. He has more room to run around. But yeah, that's where we stand right now. I still need to get online and get last night's Orville. Get that out of the way.
Yes, you do.
And get a review up of that probably tomorrow. And a little something. The lady we bought the car from got discussing Star Trek, and with no prompting from us, she did not. She said she's great. Loves Star Trek. It's actually we're fascinating, but does not like the new show. Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, and then no problem. It's like she doesn't like the new show at all. It's just too dark. Not Star Trek at all. At which point I recommended she try the Orville. So that is, it's Star Trek with the serial numbers filed up, but it got people on there, they know what they're doing, so yeah, watch the Orville. And it's also good to see that has been officially renewed for a second season. I don't know, I say, so is Discovery. Discovery's funding situation is such that I'm not going to take that to the bank just yet. Because, yeah, CBS has said they want another season. Does Netflix want another season? They're footing the bill for this thing. Or any of these other companies, aren't getting the return they wanted for this damn thing. If any of them, remember Farscape a few years back? They had the cliffhanger. They're all ready for that 5th year. And unfortunately, the German producers don't play poker. So when Hallmark and the other companies tried to jostle around with the negotiating price, they didn't see the negotiation. They called the bluff and pulled out, and the whole thing fell apart. And it was only after massive protests that we got the Peacekeeper Wars and wrapped things up. But yeah, with this kind of house, I hate to use the word for House of Cards, what would be Kevin Spacey's problems right now. But yeah, that's what they got here. So, memo to CBS. Next time, fund it yourself. That way you're not dependent on somebody else to pay the thing. And also, it might force you to cut back on the gee whiz, effects that detract from everything and get cranky old butts like me pointing out. They couldn't do that back then. And I'm not just talking about they couldn't do the effects back in the 60s. The technology is not right for the period. We have seen this period. Okay? And I'm sick and tired of, you don't know what everything is like. Look, they're called uniforms for a reason. They are uniform. They're the same. Anyway, that's another rant for another day. PayPal, Patreon, down below. Thanks.